Okay, and here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to BWTN Sports in association with Round for Round Boxing, www.roundforroundboxing.com. Okay, and here we go. Good morning, So we have our co-main event of the evening, which is Chris Eubank Jr. against JJ McDonough. The fight is on. They're on the way to the ring. JJ McDonough is just stepping into the ring now. JJ McDonough in the ring. We're just waiting for the return of Chris Eubank Jr. For those of you who watched him last fight, last in the ring against George Groves. Now he comes back again. The last time I saw Chris Eubank Jr., the reports were he was training with Floyd Mayweather Sr. So we're just waiting for the entrance of Mr. Chris Eubank Jr. In a black robe he is. Here he comes in his black robe. This team walking to the ring. Black robe, white gloves. Very serious look in his face. So Eubank Jr. making his way to the ring, looking very, very serious. Looks, turns to the crowd, as his father once did back in the day, and vaults into the ring. Eubank Jr. in the ring, throwing a few punches. Ronnie Davis in the ring waiting for him. No Chris Eubank Sr. in the ring with Jr. Interesting. No Chris Eubank Sr. to be seen. So the announcer, Damiante, is making the announcements now of the two fighters. Three judges, Bill Hart, Pullmans, and Wyman. Interesting to see who the referee for this fight is. Referee is Michael Gür. Sounds like German or Dutch. Okay, let's get to the fighters. First of all, JJ McDonough. 32, he looks like. 20 fights, 16 wins, 8 KOs, 4 losses. JJ McDonough. So just waiting for Mr. Eubank. And here we go. In green trunks, Mr. Eubank Jr. Okay, here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, from Brighton, just down the road from us. He's at 29 years old. From Brighton, as I said. I think it's 28 fights, 26 wins, 2 losses. I think I couldn't see quite clearly. But anyway, he is the former IBO super middleweight champion of the world, Chris Eubank Jr. There we are, Eubank Jr. And JJ McDonough about to get it on. Eubank, very serious, very, very serious. I'm expecting to see the famed Eubank uppercut tonight on McDonough, especially if he comes running in straight lines. I've seen McDonough fight a couple of times, but this is a sort of fight I can see Eubank's going to try and make a statement in this fight. And round 1, here we go. Eubank sends through the ring, throws a jab. McDonough tries to throw a right hand over the top. I think McDonough's a southpaw, if I could be correct here. Right, look, McDonough's a southpaw. Now, there are rumours that Eubank Jr. Will be facing James DeGale in December. That's the rumours. So I guess that's why Eubank would be fighting a southpaw. He's faced a southpaw before. McDonough looks a little bigger than Eubank, actually, to be fair. In size, or could just be the shoulders, bigger in the shoulders. See, I've never believed Eubank was a natural super middle, but more as a middle, a big middle, but not a big super middle. Jab from Eubank. Nothing much happening. Both guys looking at one another. McDonough tried a big left hand, that southpaw. Oh, McDonough tried Eubank tried to come forward. McDonough clipped him with a jab. I'm not sure how comfortable Eubank is fighting a southpaw, but he's fighting a southpaw to prepare for James DeGale. But I'm not sure how McDonough prepares you to fight James DeGale. Little moments of success for McDonough. Eubank trying to throw his right hand over the top. McDonough slipping under the right hand. Again. Oh, McDonough's gone down with something, and he's just gone down. McDonough just went down. I don't know why he went down. Did he slip? Did he fall? Did he get tagged with a shot? I didn't see it. He just went down. Odd. Did he slip? I didn't even see the punch. Okay, let's see what happens from here. Okay, Eubank's jab is got the jab out. They try to put the jab out, but it seems McDonough is blocking that with his own right jab. Eubank does leave himself exposed when coming forward. Doesn't look totally comfortable against the southpaw, to be fair, Eubank. McDonough blocking the Eubank jab, or parrying it with his own right hand, and then the left hand, obviously, for the southpaw is the honey punch. End of the round. I don't know what happened there. I've got to see the replay for this. I've got to see the replay. I don't know what happened. He just fell down on his back. I didn't know what happened. Obviously, there must have been a punch that landed, or phantom punch. Let's see this again. The replay is going to give us more. Did he get hit at the top of his head? Did he lose balance? Let's see what happened here. Yeah, it's like, what was that? Let's see it again. Goes forward and then falls down. What was that? Eubank clips him. Ah, there we go. Right. Got it now. Got it. Right. It was short left hook inside from Eubank. Hit McDonough on the top of his head and he just scrawled out. Little clipping left hook. Bang. There you go. Little clipping left hook. Guys, it's delayed reaction. And, yeah, it was a delayed reaction. So the left hook was a short left hook. And because it was on the blind side of the ref, I didn't see it either. Short left hook inside. Beautiful shot from Eubank. McDonough overreached. Got countered with a left hook. Beautiful shot. This is round 2. Oh, Eubank trying to throw a jab again. If Eubank tries to throw his jab or his hook, he does. That short left hook was good, but anytime he seems to throw the jab, McDonough's able to parry that jab and make Eubank go off balance. He doesn't look great with that left jab against the southpaw. Good 1-2 there from Eubank. Straight right hand there from Eubank. Again, Eubank looks off. He doesn't look completely comfortable. He gets his leg caught between the ropes there. McDonough doesn't chase him. He doesn't look totally convincing against his southpaw, to be honest. It really doesn't. And I won't say McDonough's the slickest or the best of southpaws at all, but he really does look like he's not. He gets caught there. Eubank with the right hand. When pulling backwards, the right hand he seems to be open to. Eubank seems open to the southpaw right hand. He's either don't see it coming or he's not able to block it. So the left side of Eubank is open for McDonough to land the right hook The right hook and the right jab are giving Eubank technical problems. They really are. He's not guarding it very well. Good straight left hand there for McDonough. McDonough having a good round here so far. A better round. Again, Eubank caught again with the right hand. Left hand, in fact. See, some of the things Eubank would get away with an orthodox fight, he's finding it very difficult against the southpaw. When he commits, he comes forward, he leaves himself open. It just doesn't seem smooth at all. Not that Eubank was ever a smooth boxer. He does put some nice punches together, but he just seems, I don't know if it's his balance or his footwork, but his positioning. Yeah, he overcommitted with a jab. He didn't know what to do, so he ducked his head in and tucked himself up. So, I mean, if he's struggling against southpaw here like this, he's going to have major problems against DeGale. The Eubank is finding it difficult. He's having technical issues with. He's finding what it is. I think he's finding difficult to land the jab and then set his shots off of that. And McDonough's southpaw style is giving Eubank problems. If I were Eubank now, I'd go back to what I was doing earlier. Just time McDonough. McDonough's landing is good. McDonough's having a great round here, to be honest. The both of them are looking at one another. Eubank throws the jab. End of the round. That was a better round for McDonough. Eubank seems to be having technical problems with the southpaw. Now, Ronnie Davis is talking to Eubank Jr. in the corner. Now we're seeing people's gloves being wrapped, being taped up. His hands being taped up. This is Callum Smith. His hands are being taped up now. Bandaged up, putting tape over the bandages there. Just in the dressing room of Callum Smith. They're just showing that on the screen. And we go back to Eubank Jr. He is struggling with the southpaw stance. To me, the only reason why Eubank is fighting a southpaw tonight is the only thing that can be is he's going to be fighting James DeGale in December. So if those rumors are true, or another left hand over the top, or right hand over the top, Eubank has no real defense to that right hand over the top of McDonough. If no disrespect to JJ McDonough, but if he's doing that, then imagine what Olympic gold medalist is going to do to you. Just based on the skill set I'm talking here. Eubank trying to leap in there with a left hook and gets countered by JJ McDonough. So all the things he would normally do and kind of get away with against an orthodox fighter, he's getting clipped with. Either it's the right hand he's getting clipped with or the straight left. And when he pulls away, he leaves himself open. Eubank, look, he's just swinging. It's like he's swinging trying to swing with McDonough. And the stuff that he would catch an orthodox fighter with, McDonough's swaying away, and it's making Eubank look really bad tonight. Straight right, left hand there for McDonough, clean on Eubank's chin. See McDonough, and if he boxes smart here, he could outpoint Eubank here, you know. But I guess he's going to want to engage and get macho and then get hit with something by Eubank after he got dropped in the first round. I don't know why you do that. Just box. McDonough could outbox Eubank here tonight, you know. He really could. Because Eubank is not looking comfortable. He's not going to block that. He's not going to suddenly protect the left side of his face. So that right hand's opening there. He just has to feint, let Eubank commit himself, and then hit him. Don't attack Eubank. Let Eubank come to you. Let him overcommit, and then hit him. I'd be telling his coach, let Eubank attack you. Let him overcommit, step back, and crack him. Don't engage Eubank, because that's where you're going to get caught in big silly swings of his. Because So if you're looking at Eubank, for those people who are watching this live, you tell me what you think of Eubank in terms of how comfortable he's looking. And for those of you who are listening, obviously I'm your eyes, does not look comfortable at all. Good combination, good 1-2 there from Eubank. But McDonough misses slipping most of the rest of them shots by just using the shoulder and slipping under Eubank's hooks. Again, the shots that Eubank would catch an orthodox fighter with, McDonough seen it, slipping under the wide shots. So he's got the ability here, McDonough, to actually outbox Eubank. Whether he believes he actually can beat Eubank is another matter altogether. But if I'm his trainer, I go back to the corner and say, oh, look, okay, you spent 2-3 rounds looking at this guy. He dropped you with a left hook, which was unfortunate. The second round you did par with. Third round you've done okay with. Like, for the rest of this fight now, I don't want you engaging with Chris Eubank Jr. What I want you to do is box. Feint. Let Eubank come in and counter him. Don't engage with him. When he wants to engage, you tie up. Now we're seeing in the other dressing room now, George the St. Groves. A lot of people's picked to be a favourite tonight to win the fight against Callum Smith. They look to his experience. They look to his punching power. They look to him fighting better fights. I'm kind of swaying with Groves tonight. Again, let's look at Eubank again here. The one little success Eubank had when he started putting punches together, he put 2 punches together because McDonough stayed in front of him. But then as soon as Eubank tried to open up on McDonough's just slipping and slide. Look, rolls under the shot, rolls under the other shot. It's not good. Not good at all. Not when you're thinking about potentially fighting James DeGale in your next bout. And again, now DeGale can punch a bit. No! They've just stopped the fight. JJ McDonough has just been stopped for I don't know what reason. But I'll tell you something now. Eubank Jr. did not look good. He did not look good. JJ McDonough is going up to Eubank and saying something to him. I don't know what. And he's saying something. He's talking to Eubank. And I don't know what he's saying to Eubank. And he's saying something to him. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if he's apologizing or what. But that's the end of the fight. Eubank versus McDonough. I've got no idea what that was about. I don't know if McDonough was injured. He was tired. I don't know what. But to me, McDonough looked okay. The mysterious, well, not mysterious, the short left hook that dropped in the first round. He looked like he was out on his. He looked like he was finished there. He got up and he boxed well. I thought he did really well, considering JJ McDonough wasn't expected to do what he did. I think he did damn well. Let's see what's going on here. It's not saying anymore. So Eubanks won the fight. I don't have no idea. Those of you who've got sound on, let me know what's going on, please. So I don't know what that was all about. If somebody could tell me what that was all about, I've got no idea. Can somebody please let me know? Because again, I've got it's on silent, so all I'm seeing is pictures. I'm just getting pictures here. I don't know what is going on. Eubank's got his hand raised. Obviously, he's not impressed with that. Imagine you spent all those weeks in camp training, and then you're not looking great anyway. And then the fight's pulled on you. To me, that was looking really bad for Chris Eubank Jr. It wasn't looking good. It was looking really bad. I was not impressed with that performance at all. Not at all. Not if you're saying you're going to go and fight James DeGale in December. No. It's a TKO win for Chris Eubank Jr. But he needs to fight more southpaws, Eubank Jr. if he's thinking about fighting James DeGale. I know the thing you may have on his side, Eubank, is a fresher fighter. James DeGale's long in the tooth. But I don't know. I don't know that he did not look good. He looked terrible against South. James DeGale, from what I saw there tonight, James DeGale would mesmerize Eubank, because I just don't see how Eubank beats DeGale unless he's got old. DeGale does get hit with a lot of shots, though, to be fair. But I mean, if JJ McDonough's slipping and moving and looking like Floyd Mayweather in there against you, then it doesn't look great. It really doesn't. But hey, I'd love to know what you guys and girls are thinking watching this at the moment. Injured right shoulder. Okay. If it's well, I've just got to take his word for it. But it is disappointing, because I thought JJ McDonough was doing well in the fight. I thought he was doing really well in the fight, based on the fact that McDonough was meant to come in and just, I don't know, fall over or give Eubank rounds. But that, he injured his right shoulder. Okay, fair enough. Can't argue the boxer that says he's injured himself, so you can't argue that. So fair play. I know I did mention that James DeGale does get hit way too much, but it's still an interesting fight between Eubank Jr. and James DeGale. A lot of bad blood there, real bad blood between those two. So I think it's an interesting fight to watch, definitely. I don't know. I hope JJ McDonough's not asking for a rematch. But I don't know what JJ McDonough's doing. If somebody could let me know what JJ McDonough's saying, it'd be great. He's saying something and he's explaining himself. He's explaining himself. I don't know what he's saying, of course, because it's obviously the volume's on mute. So, yeah, he's saying his shoulder's injured. You say, what? Mind you, to be fair, the right hand is where his right hand, the left hand, the left arm, the left shoulder for a orthodox fighter. His right hand, his right side was exposing Eubank's whole left side. Every time he threw the right hand, the southpaw right hand, which isn't even his best punch, he was catching Eubank over the top with that shot. Now the two are talking about something. JJ McDonough's saying something. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know what JJ McDonough's saying. I don't know if he's trying to sell a rematch. But just body language to me, Eubank doesn't seem like he's interested. Oh, JJ McDonough's turning his head. He's looking at Eubank and saying something to Eubank in irate manner. McDonough's irate now. Now he's kicking off again. I thought he was injured the shoulder. I thought the shoulder was injured. Eubank just pulls away from it. He's not impressed with that. But I couldn't read. Let me see the shoulder now. See. So I don't know. McDonough looked like he wanted to kick off there and then. But if you've got an injured shoulder, you really don't want to be fighting a guy if you've got an injured shoulder. But I don't know. I don't know if Eubank said something to him that got him irate. I'm not so sure. I don't know if Eubank questioned his manhood or something, because that's the kind of thing Eubank would do. He would, if he didn't think that you were up to task, he'd let you know, tell you to your face. And obviously, Eubank must have said something to McDonough. It didn't look down too good. So I'm sure somebody's going to give me a lowdown and a report as to what was going on there. If somebody give me a lowdown as what was being said. Love how JJ done the chicken dance when clipped. Love the shot. And JJ said he did no sparring for this fight and he hurt his shoulder in the second round. You won't tell them we are fighters, hurt or not, you fight. Why is McDonough turning into warrior after he just quit? Well, yeah, that's it. If I was asking for streams, automatic ban for you. I'm sorry. Said you don't ask for streams. Automatically blocked, because do not ask for streams. There we go. Anybody ask for streams in this chat will get blocked automatically. Told you already. So I don't know what that was all about with JJ McDonough. It was certainly entertaining, but I thought McDonough was doing all right. To be fair, I really did. I didn't think Eubank was outclassing him at all. I thought that he was doing okay. So if the fight's at 9 o'clock, then they've got 45. If the fight is bang on 9 o'clock, then they've 45 minutes to unless they're going to do the wraps, they're going to wrap up and wrap everything up faster. Because to me now it looks like McGuigan is suddenly speeding up. McGuigan's now suddenly, it's like somebody's pushed a fast forward button on Shane McGuigan and he's doing the wraps extra fast. So it seems to me now they're not going to be coming out at 9 o'clock. It looks like they may be coming out sooner. But how does that work for television? Because everyone's been told the ring walk is 9 o'clock. But suddenly McGuigan's doing wraps real quickly. They must have some fillers for this, though. Surely. You would fly all the way to Saudi Arabia and not have fillers? Did you know how many people would love to be boxing on the show tonight? So many fighters in the UK and around the world would love to be on fighting here tonight. I mean, it would be absolutely ridiculous if they don't have anybody else to fill tonight. Absolutely ridiculous. What a freak. He quit and then he turned into Rambo. Shambles. Okay, while we're at it, we can just, if nothing is going to be happening in the next 45 minutes, then I'll have to entertain you all. So while we're here, is there anything that anybody wants to talk about? Anybody want to talk any particular fights people want to talk about? Because it looks like nothing else is going on until the main event, which is at 9 o'clock. So we'll have to entertain you from now until 9 o'clock. That should be interesting. Well, let's have a boxing general talk. Billy Joe Saunders, yeah, we can talk about Billy Joe Saunders. What can we say? He was supposedly caught with something, and then afterwards it was dismissed. There are people online that have said, well, Saunders got caught with it. It's okay for him to train with it, but to fight with it is acceptable. I don't know what it is. 1 minute he gets. Well, I want to go back before that. Billy Joe Saunders in that video clip. I mean, what was Billy Joe Saunders actually thinking when that was being filmed? You know, you're a world championship boxer, and you're filmed doing some of the most deplorable stuff. Ah, yes, the king is in the ring. Chris Eubank Jr. has left. Enter Prince Naseem Hamed. Well, it should be fun to listen to. See if we can listen to what the Prince is saying. That'd be fun. I'm sure everyone will enjoy listening to Prince Naseem Hamed.
Love being in the kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This is a breakthrough.
Oh well. That didn't work out. So much for that idea. Was being himself in that video an absolute scumbag that needs to be laid out and humbled. Well, it's a shame. It really is, because I've met Billy and he is a nice guy. I just don't understand why he would do something like that. No idea why he would do that. So Dillian White. Yeah, we can talk about Dillian White. I think I've talked about Dillian White a few times. I guess I haven't watched a lot of the stuff that's been on recently. But what I will say about Dillian White, Lawrence Williams told me early on that Dillian White and Brian Jennings are now contenders for in the WBO rankings. Interesting. I think in terms of Dillian White, why is fighting Derek Chisora again? God only knows. For me, best promoter in the world that some people say Matchroom have got. I would have Dillian White now pushing because Manwar Shah is not in that position no more. I would have Dillian White fight Fraser Quendo. That's what I'd be doing, pushing Dillian White to fight Fraser Quendo. Alan Scott says, makes me laugh how Joe Gallagher scores the rounds out loud so judges can hear. You're round again, Liam. Comment from Adam Scott there. Funny. funny. Bad sense of humor. Yeah, that's not good. Really isn't it, Billy Joe Saunders? Heard rumors of GGG splitting with Abel sell out Sanchez. Oh dear. Well, we'll have to have a chat with Mr. Sanchez. Oh, tonight. Got some news for you tonight, actually. One of our favorites, Jessica McCaskill, fighting on DAZN, October the 6th, Matchroom, Chicago. In our hometown, she will be challenging for the WBC Super Lightweight Championship of the World. Tonight, we'll be talking to Jessica McCaskill live on BWTM Sports. So we'll have Jessica McCaskill and Rick Ramos live on BWTM Sports tonight. 7 o'clock Chicago time, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know what time that is. Maybe 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So we'll be talking to Jessica McCaskill about all things to do with her fight on DAZN. And we're talking to Rick Ramos. He tells me he met the lovely Tony Bellew in his boxing ring, boxing gym. So that was, said he was a nice guy. So that must have went down well. So we're just waiting for these two guys. It's only Evander Holyfield. There's another guy, Evander Real Deal Holyfield. Shout out to Real Deal Boxing. They did a live show. We did a live show with Real Deal, his promotional company. We also got a chance live to talk to Evander the Real Deal Holyfield. That was a great night. We got to talk to all the boxers that were fighting on his card, and then we spoke to the Real Deal himself. Now, if you want to know Evander Holyfield's thoughts on Tyson Fury, when I interviewed Evander, he said that he felt that Tyson Fury didn't have what it takes to actually become heavyweight champion of the world again. He said he had his opportunity and he kind of blew it. He doesn't believe. You get up the mountain once. He doesn't believe that Tyson Fury's got what it takes to get back up the mountain again. He questions his fortitude. That's what Holyfield said. So I think everything that people are asking Holyfield about Wilder now, with regards to Tyson Fury, he's just repeating what he said. He really is not. He's not the biggest. What's the word? He's not the biggest supporter of the way Tyson Fury's conducted himself or his career over the last few years. So that's what Holyfield said, and that's on the channel as well. So you can always check out what Holyfield said about Tyson Fury. Oh, while I'm in the room, let's talk about round for round boxing. I've just seen graphics of the next fight they'll be releasing soon. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, share the video. Do share on the channel, of course. Check us out, BWTM Online. Check us out on Facebook. Check out our Facebook page, BWTM Online. We'd really appreciate some likes and some love on our new Facebook page, BWTM Online. Check us on that Facebook page. You can see our Twitter page. You can see our Facebook page, of course. You can see our YouTube face, and you can also see what we're doing on Instagram as well. So BWTM Online, get across to the Facebook page and give it a like. So that would be great if you could do that. And also, of course, subscribe to the YouTube channel as always. We really appreciate you listening in from while we're here, please please, 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 would appreciate if you also subscribe to the channel. Let me see if I can get some links up for you. Let's see what's going on here now. We're still waiting for the fight. Holyfield still talking? Okay. I see the referee's getting in the ring, so guess something might be happening here. I love George. I think George Groves, in terms of ring walks, I love watching George Groves ring walk. It's Evander Holyfield and Naseem Hamed. Two legends. I met Prince Naseem Hamed in person. It was at the Groves Frotch 2 fight, and he is an absolute character. I'll tell you a story, actually. He told me that he'd done an interview with another media outlet earlier. He says, "Nah, man, I can't give you no more than 5 minutes." So I ended up getting 20 minutes, almost 20 minutes out of Prince Naseem Hamed. Absolute legend. Absolute legend. Rashida Ali, the daughter of Muhammad Ali. Yes. This is for the Ali Trophy, of course. And I remember talking to Muhammad Ali's brother. It was another surreal moment on BWTM. Then Bayloric TV. We had Muhammad Ali's brother live on the channel. That was an amazing moment to sit down and talk to him about his brother. How often do you sit down and talk to Muhammad Ali's brother? You know, it's amazing. My uncle managed to talk to Muhammad Ali 5 times as a journalist in the UK. The only journalist to have talked to Muhammad Ali 5 times. Yeah, an absolute legend. I remember when I was in Chicago, actually went to see one of the houses that Ali once lived in Chicago. That was a moment as well, an absolute moment. When they ring walking, I didn't buy the pay-per-view, clearly. No, Daniel. Oh, by the way, please, wherever you are at the moment, let us know where you're listening to this. Really appreciate it. Always great to know where our listeners are listening to this at the moment. Really do appreciate it. So yeah, again, get across www.bwtmonline.com. Check us out. We don't just do boxing and sports. We do news. We've got entertainment, music, the whole lot. Check us out. BWTM Online. Full network there, TV network. So check that out. Also check out www.roundforroundboxing.com. Now we've got some time. While we've got some time, why don't I just show you some round for round stuff? Here we go. I'll stick something on for you while we're waiting. Round for round boxing, association with BWTN Sports, roundforroundboxing.com. Here we go. Something for you all to look at here. Check this out. Round for round boxing in association with BWTM Sports introduce Gerald McClellan, the G-Man. So these are the graphics of Gerald McClellan, the G-Man, who will be part of round for round boxing. So you're just watching how the developers structured Gerald McClellan and brought him to life literally on the game. There you go. Look at those graphics. And these graphics are brought to you live and exclusive on BWTM Sports, our round for round show. So this is live. This is what the graphics of the boxer will look like on round for round boxing. Now we get a close up for you. Look at that. Gerald, the G-Man McLennan. Graphics are absolutely amazing. Okay, let's give you one more. Henry Armstrong. Round for Round Boxing. Association with BWTM Sports. Exclusive channel for all things Round for Round Boxing. There we go. Round for Round Boxing. In association with BWTM Sports introduce Henry Armstrong. Homicide Hank. Again, the graphics are how he brought the 3-weight world champion, featherweight, lightweight, welterweight world champion simultaneously and fought for the middleweight championship of the world and was denied only but a draw. So from featherweight to middleweight, this guy was absolutely phenomenal. There you go. Henry Armstrong. There we are, back for George Groves versus Callum Smith. Hope you enjoy those little... for more information, of course, check out www.roundforroundboxing.com and subscribe to BWTM Sports. Los Angeles in the house. 9 p.m. on the button. Excellent. Seville, Belfast. Cheers, mate. I got Groves on points if his shoulder doesn't go. Bedfordshire, England, baby. Southeast. McDonough doesn't know the warrior code. Senior will be discussed. Ooh. Isle of Lewis, Scotland. Okay. Top of Scotland. Wow. Thank you very much for that. Gee, man, is Nigel Benn going to be on there? Don't know yet. Really, you should stick Bob Fitzsimmons in there. The man wasn't human. How hard could he hit? I agree. Who you got to win? I'm going for Groves for this one. As long as Groves can back Smith up and the injury is not there to his shoulder. That's the big thing for me. My concern is Groves' shoulder. Really is my concern is his shoulder. If his shoulder can hold up, here we go now. For the super middleweight championship world, Smith versus Groves. $183 to 198 in terms of height, reach. No, 182 versus 191. Dang. 31 fights for Groves, 28 wins, 20 by KO. 24 wins, 24 wins, 24 fights, and 17 by KO for Smith. But you ask yourself the question, if you put Smith in there with Froch, would he have beaten Froch? If you put Smith in there against Badu Jack, would he have beaten Badu Jack? Let's see. Would he have beaten Chris Eubank Jr.? Would he have beaten Jamie Cox? Would he have beaten the guy Groves beat for the championship? Would he have beaten James DeGale? I just wonder whether Smith would have beaten those guys that were put in front of Groves. I'm not sure. I'm sure every fighter that Callum Smith has fought, I believe Groves could have beaten and has beaten. I think they had one common opponent. Groves dropped him, couldn't stop him, and same thing with Callum Smith. They both had a common opponent. I can't remember who that opponent was, though. Smith's going to ruin Groves. Smith Eubank is actually a more competitive fight. Smith could be found wanting tonight. I actually think I think Groves. I think Groves put Smith on the back foot. As long as Groves can put Smith on the back foot, use jab, put Smith on the back foot, and start landing body shots. I really think if Smith is if Smith's back against the ropes in this fight, I'm backing Groves for a knockout. I'm going for Groves for the knockout. I really am. I've just been seeing how Groves does against a taller opponent, like as tall as Cam Smith with the reach. That's the thing. Because Groves is going to have to slip past the jab. The question I'd like to ask boxing fans is, which Groves would you prefer? Would you prefer the George Groves under the Adam Booth era that slip in and out? Or would you like this guy now that McGuigan's got, which is more holds his feet? There are pros and cons. With the George Groves who's under Adam Booth, He hadn't really been any really. He had one real tough fight against Kenny Anderson. They never took the rematch of that. And then he had the DeGale fight, which I thought he lost, but I guess it was political, and it was better for Groves to win that fight. But nonetheless, that George Groves, who lacked the experience that went in against Carl Froch, that mover kind of guy, used a lot of energy, versus this Groves today who holds his feet more, sits in the pocket more, and really plants his feet and lands big shots. Which Groves do you prefer? Groves of 2017, 2018, all the Groves but for Carl Froch. There is some suggestion, I think, from Callum Smith's camp. They believe that Groves is over the hill. I don't know about that. I don't know about over the hill. I think he's as good as he's ever going to be, I think, George Groves. And the only concern is that damn shoulder. If I knew for sure that shoulder was 100%, before the shoulder injury, I wouldn't have blinked. I would say Groves, no doubt. Groves, no doubt. But now with that shoulder injury, I still don't know. Robrasse, that's the one. Thank you so much. That's got to be a bad feeling if your shoulder pops out and there's somebody trying to beat you up at the same time. Yeah, that's true. Smith isn't at this level. George will dominate with that with the jab. I agree there. They both fought Crystal Robrasse. That's it. Groves is going to outbox Smith. The Groves that fought Froch was bloody exciting. Says Niall Daniel. When Groves and Froch started having a tear up in the middle of the ring in round 6. Yeah, that was a good fight there. Always good to watch Groves. Yeah, I like Groves. I do like Groves. I have upgraded my thoughts of Groves. Previously, I've called him a TV fighter, but I've seen him grow and improve as a fighter and actually moves and carries himself like a champion now. So my opinions, and he's had tough fights now. So it's not a case he can't come. Before, I always questioned Groves when it came to having a tough fight. He didn't know. He was one of them guys who didn't know how to cope with pressure. Now, I've seen him fight against Jamie Cox under pressure. I've seen him fight with the world champion he beat under pressure and come from behind. And I've also seen him fight Chris Eubank Jr. under pressure. So I like Groves. I like what I see of Groves now. Smith won't get past Groves' jab. Yeah, Groves. Smith's moves all very predictable, very robotic, very robotic. I don't think that's going to change about Smith. Very robotic, very, very, very robotic. And what he does, the jab, very, very one pace as well. The jab, the right hand, the left hook to the body. You know, Smith likes to put you against the ropes and loves the left hook to the body. He loves that. He loves that stuff. He loves you. Callum Smith is a momentum fight. He's the kind of guy who needs to be on the front foot. I don't think Smith is very good off the back foot when his back is against the ropes. Groves has a powerful jab. If Smith can't negate it, then he's going to have a tough night. Now, I'm actually looking to see Groves stop Smith early in the first 6. I really am, because I'm not so sure how Smith takes big punches, and I don't know how Smith responds to when it's put on him thick. I've seen it put on him before, and he didn't respond. I didn't like the way he responded. We'll still wait. The fight's maybe at 9 o'clock. So that's what I understand. So I still don't understand why they were rushing McGuigan to get the wraps on when the fight's a 9 o'clock ring walk anyway. I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. So yeah. So somebody asked me a question about Frampton versus Warrington. Good fight. But could an argument be said for Warrington at this stage of his career, at this stage of Frampton's career? I've never been convinced as Frampton as a featherweight. I just haven't. It just doesn't convince me as a featherweight. Now, Warrington's a big featherweight. Well, is this featherweight now, is it? Bantamweight? Yeah, featherweight. He's a big featherweight now, Warrington. And I don't know. Is he too big, too strong, and too fresh for Frampton? I don't know. And I like what I saw Warrington when he beat Selby. He was able to make the technical adjustments in his style. I like that. I didn't think Warrington would be able to do it, and he did. He made the technical adjustments and did what he had to do against Lee Selby. So now, lightweight. It's lightweight? Featherweight? Lightweight? I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But anyway, I just think for me, he does look too big. Sorry, just joined the show late. I know you fancy Groves. Stoppage your points. Okay. Points. Groves' power is extremely underrated. I am Phil, 9 p.m. Belfast, Ian, mate. Frampton wins. Cheers. Frampton narrow on points. Please don't ask for links. You're not going to get any. This is live audio commentary, no footage. Let me just make it quite clear here. No footage. Live audio commentary. Has to be done because I don't understand why you all would expect me to show you. There we go. So don't ask. You're not going to get it. So we're still waiting for the two guys to make their way to the ring. Couldn't believe what Warrington did to Selby. I think Frampton win a boring points decision, similar to what he did against Quigg. Depends if you think Warrington's a better fighter than Quigg. I don't know. Every time I look at Warrington, I look at him, I think, oh, he's bigger. He looks bigger and potentially stronger than Frampton. You know, it could be interesting. Be interesting fight though. Warrington will start the fight after round 7. Round 7 though, before. Okay. Quigg and Frampton. Well, that wasn't smart, was it? Usyk and Bellew. Is there another fight before Groves? No, there isn't. Because ring walks at 9 o'clock, so nobody's going to put a fight on between now and. Well, we could do Eubank v McDonough again. We could just preview that, watch that fight again. Big shout out to Janny. Okay. Is there Usyk Bellew? Interesting. Well, the record books tell us this. Did you know Tony Bellew? You may or may not know this. Tony Bellew has never beaten a champion. All of his belts have been vacant. And the one time he has fought a champion, which was all the champions he's fought have beat him. Adonis Stevenson knocked him out. And now he's fighting Usyk, another southpaw. I find it incredible. I mean, Bellew he's a good fighter. I've always said he's a good fighter. I've never said Bellew's not a good fighter. I've always said he's an all-round good fighter. I think he's really milked the David Hayes situation. Really milked it. Macabo's for a vacant title. The European title was for a vacant European title. So, I mean, he's won all these belts. Fair play to him. But he's never beaten a world champion. He's never beaten a champion, period, as a pro. So, how he's going to go along and beat Usyk, I don't know. I don't think I think he would have had a better chance of beating Usyk had the fight been at heavyweight. He wants to fight for all the titles at cruiserweight. Oh, we're getting a countdown to the main event. Nice. 57, 56. Oh, it's good. We're getting a countdown to the main event. Can you believe that? But do you think there's a second? The co-main event is Chris Eubank Jr. versus JJ McDonough. I mean, just think now a second. You mean you couldn't get a world title fight on there? Really? You got Eubank Jr. and McDonough. So you imagine you've flown out to watch this and Eubank Jr. and McDonough, and that happens. Nah, that's not worthy of a co-main event. I'm sorry. Really not. It really isn't. It could be so many other fights that could be had out there. Ingram, who do you think Joshua's opponent will be in April, please? Well, let's just see what Hughie Fury does against Pulev. I think he's going to go over there and smash Pulev to bits. If he does, he'll be knocking on the door for Anthony Joshua in April. So it'll be interesting. But most people are saying AJ versus White, but White's going to be fighting Chisora. Should he get past Chisora, then yeah, but I don't know why White is fighting Chisora again. I've got no idea apart from to fill pay-per-view numbers. I don't get why he's fighting White again. Or why White should go and fight for the world title. If I'm Dylan White, I fight for the world title against Fraser Quendo and then a unification bout against AJ in next year April. If you're going to do that, there we go. The main event of the evening: 12 rounds of boxing for the Ali Trophy. Here we go. They're just showing the Muhammad Ali there. The Muhammad Ali Trophy. Shout out to Muhammad Ali. So we're just seeing the graphics now of the World Boxing Super Series. The World Boxing Super Series in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. This is it. 12 rounds or less for the Ali Trophy and to be crowned the winner of the World Super Series final. This is in the super middleweight division. This is the final. And who would have thought two British fighters are going to be fighting in the final of a World Super Series in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. And they say they could not have made Wilder versus Joshua in Africa. Oh, dear me. Some people are completely full of it. So, here we are. Main event of the evening, 12 rounds of boxing. George Groves against Callum Smith. So, George Groves, he beat Jamie Cox. He beat Eubank Jr. And Callum Smith has had one fight against Nicky Holskin. Now, I have to say that Holskin fight, he didn't look great in for me. So, and he fought Scotland as well. He didn't look good against Scotland either. Two fights. He did not look good against Scotland, and he didn't look good against Holskin either. Two fights Smith didn't look great in. Groves looked good against Cox when he was on the back foot, and then he had that real fight with Eubank Jr. So Groves has had the more, for me, testing fights along the way. Callum Smith, to me, looked like he'd found his level with those two fights. We'll have to wait and see if Smith might be Smith might be one of these guys that come the occasion, come the moment, he lifts his game to a whole new another level that we've never seen before. He might have great footwork and use a jab and box, and Groves can't touch him for 12 rounds. But based on the history of Smith, he's too predictable, fights only at one pace. Now again, for Groves, the injury. If I knew how good the shoulder was, then I'd be really confident. Because I was really confident before with Groves and Smith. So here we go. It's the main event of the evening. Again, don't ask for links. There will be no links. This is live audio commentary. So here we are, waiting for the two combatants to make their way to the ring. Again, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. Just watching here, Groves knock down and stop Cox. We're watching now Smith using the jab, and just love the way Groves comes to the ring. We're just watching the end here where Groves is battling out in the last round against Eubank where the shoulder went. Groves has got to slip inside. He's got to slip very quickly inside of Smith. Groves has got to slip inside of Smith. Slip inside and let the bombs go. Literally. If I'm Groves, first round, I step out. I hit something, Callum Smith is something really hard, really early. I step on him and take it to Smith. Do not allow Smith to get any ground. Do not allow Smith to take center ground and use the jab. Do not allow Smith to get in this sort of rhythm. And certainly do not allow Smith to, you must not allow Smith to fight the center of the ring. Now, the other way around for Smith now, what he's got to do is take the center of the ring. Keep Groves at the end of the jab, at the end of the right hand. Do not dip and throw that left hook to the body without fainting first, because there's a tendency when Smith drops to the left-hand side, he shows it too much. That's where I think Groves can come over the top with the right hand. So if I were Callum Smith for this fight, only if I'm 99% sure I can land them body shots, I'm landing body shots. And that will have to be Groves backing up against the ropes. Then I land the body shot. Groves has seen it and done it. He's been here before. He's fought Calf Roch. He's fought, size difference. There's a height difference is one thing there. It's key, the height for Callum Smith. But you see, the thing is, the height, it's more of you to hit. So the question is we still need to know how good Callum Smith takes a real good punch. Too many question marks with Smith. Too many question marks. And so far, the questions that I've asked Get Smith to answer, he's not answered them to me with much confidence. That's the thing. All the big fights he could have had, he slipped out of. I just wonder what he's got at super middleweight. I really do. But we'll see tonight. Tonight's the night where Callum Smith will either unveil or he will unravel. But I'm picking a Groves by knockout. Shout out to everybody listening to the commentary tonight. We appreciate it. Again, give us a shout out. Let us know where you are in the world listening to the commentary. I'm expecting Smith to do Groves to do a demolition job tonight. I really am. They're just showing a clip of Evander Holyfield talking again. What I don't get is why has they got Evander Holyfield talking on a super middleweight final? I don't get it. I would have had someone like Roy Jones there as a super middleweight final. Bernard Hopkins there as a super middleweight final. Gennady Golovkin super middleweight final. Canelo, even he's not middleweight. DeGale super middleweight final. I'd like to see what DeGale's got to say. I'd like to hear what the other champions have got to say. Why Evander Holyfield? I love Evander, don't get me wrong. But why is Holyfield commentating on a super middleweight event? Don't get it. They're asking about Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. What's the relevance has that got to do with the super middleweight final? It just hasn't. I would have picked some people there that would have been either former super middleweight champions, current super middleweight champions. Mind you, they probably won't want to give the current super middleweight champions any sort of preview because they're trying to show in this competition who the best super middleweight in the world is. So maybe that probably doesn't work out as would want it to. Smith was #1 Ring Magazine super middleweight. Fury Flashy Eddie would be shouting about it from the rooftops. Well, he was, wasn't he? Joe Kawasaki, all right. Yes, I'm commentating on the fight live. Flicking through commentary and texting the missus at the same time. You legend. Niall, you're a legend. I don't understand why we have to listen to Evander Holyfield talk about. I don't know. Here we go. The camera's panning in, so he must be getting close to the ring now. So it's like the camera's inches way in. They're showing Callum Smith walking to the ring, getting himself bandaged up. But it's only like 4 minutes to go. Why are they showing us this? Surely he must be bandaged up already now. Wow, they're setting him now on the pads. Smith throwing the combinations on the pads and Joe Gallagher doing the stuff. And there's George Groves entering the arena. I still want to see that shoulder. I want to see that shoulder in the fight if it holds up. Because I would not want, after all this, to see the jab. You see the jab there. So the jab looks sharp there. There's the right hand looks good. There's got some venom in that right hand, I'm telling you. Here we go. 3 minutes to go. I don't understand why they've got these things. 76 kilograms, 182. What I'd really like to know is how much both guys are weighing tonight. Because I can tell you for sure, none of them tonight are super middleweights. I can guarantee you they're not super middleweights. Probably Callum Smith somewhere around a cruiserweight tonight. And George Groves is around there light heavy tonight. I'd love to know what their weights are tonight. I would love to know where their weights are. Because they're not super middleweights, that's for sure. Definitely not super middleweights tonight, weighing in. If they put them on the scales now. If you haven't already, please do hit the subscribe button. We appreciate that. Share this stream on your social media, Facebook, retweet it in Twitter, post it on Facebook. Let the world know that you're tuning to BWTM Sports and you're listening to live commentary of George Groves versus Callum Smith. Check out www.bwtmonline.com. Check out our TV station, online TV station. Check us out on Facebook, BWTM Online. And if you're on Instagram, check us out on Instagram, BWTM Online. Right. Hopefully now we'll finally have got to the main event of the evening of me waffling on for the last 15 or 20 minutes. Yeah, cameraman again is inching closer and closer and closer to the ring. This would have been an ideal time, yeah. While they were waiting for the two boxers to come to ring, is talk to the guests. Here we go now. Bang on 9 o'clock, they said. One good thing, we don't have to be waiting for people to make their ring walks. It's 9 o'clock, where it's couple of seconds to 9. The lights are up in the arena. Only thing's missing here is some music. Obviously, I've got no of the commentary. I've got no music, but yeah, that's some futuristic disco there. I love George Groves' entrances, though. I think that's one of the best entrances in world boxing. I just think it's just brilliant. George Groves, every time he comes to the ring, the way he walks the ring is like a real bad man. The way George Groves walks the ring, you always feel to yourself, I always feel to myself, I'm about the business. Just love the way Groves walks to the ring. Love it. Original theme tune as well. This is it, people. Here we go. Thank you all for joining us tonight on BWTM Sports. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, share the video, share the link, tell your friends. We appreciate you all in the room listening to this from around the world. Let us know where you're listening to this commentary from around the world. The lights have gone down, or in the ring at least. I assume Callum Smith will be the first to make his walk to the ring. I don't tell me they're going to show us this all over, the graphics all over again. Oh dear. Yeah, they're just showing the graphics again. The World Boxing Super Series. Okay. Muhammad Ali trophy. They're just showing the graphics again, which I showed about 5 minutes ago again. There we go. World Boxing Super Series Super Middleweight Final from Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. Really, they should make this tournament for the undisputed title. That would make it even better still. Obviously, they can't do that because there are other champions out there. But I'd love to make it for the undisputed title. That's why I kind of like what happened with Usyk, because he beat all the champions out there for the belts, and now he's undisputed. That's beautiful. Again, the lights are shining down. Here we go. Damian, the announcer, he's a very charismatic character. Does a lot of traveling. You see him out on Facebook or on his Instagram page. A lot of traveling around the world. Well-traveled man he is. Damian, the referee. He's just, I don't know who's calling to the ring first, because obviously I've got no sound. Just picture. Okay. I'm just waiting to see what's happening here. Again, I've got no sound, so I don't know what's going on. I thought the ring works were 9 o'clock, but it's obviously not. It's not. It's still talking there now, so I would have thought that they made ring walks by now. If they said 9 o'clock, the ring walks were 9 o'clock. Or they just announcing, or it's 9 o'clock for the announcer to be talking. Because the ring walks will make me spot on 9 o'clock. This is not spot on 9 o'clock. He's talking and talking and talking. Okay, here we go. Finally. Finally. Oh, not yet. He's still talking. saying something about the champion of the world. I'm just trying to lip read. Right. Evander Holyfield. Is it Evander Holyfield? With the Muhammad Ali trophy. It looks like Evander. Oh, now I get why Evander Holyfield's there. With the Muhammad Ali trophy. Okay. Click there, Richie Woodhall and McIntosh, the commentator for the fight tonight. Both Woodhall and Ron McIntosh were just there alongside Evander Holyfield. Holyfield put down the trophy. Okay. But I thought the ring walk was 9 o'clock. Why couldn't they have done that at 8:45? I don't understand that. I hope now they're going to introduce the fighters. Right. Still talking. Still shouting. Damn it. Right, it's Callum Smith making his way to the ring first. It looks good. They're just showing Callum Smith now. Just going through. They're showing clips of him coming to the ring. Showing his using his jab in the right hand there against Nicky Holston. And then his fight against the Jürgen Bremer fight never happened. That's the fight that we would have learned a lot more about Callum Smith. Instead in that Holston, didn't it? From absolutely nowhere that nobody knew anything about. So Smith won that fight. Didn't look convincing that fight either. And then here we go. We've got Smith and Groves facing off. This is it. Now tonight, it's either he's going to get Smith is either going to be he's going to either unravel tonight or he's going to unveil tonight. That's what it is. I think we're getting live pictures of Callum Smith now in white. Smith has got a characteristic walk about him. Not as characteristic as Groves, but he's got a quite confident walk about him. Callum Smith, once touted the best prospect in the world. Well, for a while he was the best prospect in the world. That was by the Matchroom promoter. He was touted as the best prospect in the world in world boxing. Okay. Well, here he comes. Smith was walking his way to a ring, but walking his way somewhere, and then the guy walking beside him, the handler beside him, pulled him aside and said, "Nope, going the wrong direction, mate." So Smith was looking for the short route to the ring, and now he's got to stand and wait on the pedestal. It's like a pedestal there where they stand before. Smith just does a little pirouette. His arm in the air, one arm in the air, acknowledging the crowd. One thing I will say about Callum Smith, there's always on his fights you'll see at the back of his shorts or his top about autism. So he's a very big advocate for autism. So shout out to Callum Smith about that. And now, this man, I just love his entrance, George Groves. Here he goes, George Groves. Lovely body shot against Jamie Cox. And the second fight against Chris Eubank Jr. Where the shoulder went was really bad. But you know, that fight there for me showed Groves has got all the grittiness in the world. He really did show that. It's just the shoulder. I hope the shoulder's okay. They can fully commit and he doesn't pull out again. And he's good to go. I really do hope that. Because then we're not cheated of a great fight. Groves is back to the audience, and now he turns round. The WBA, I think he's super middleweight champion. Just love this man's entrance. One of the best in world boxing, I think. Because it's just unique to George Groves, the Saint. Love George Groves. I'd love to get him in round for round boxing. I just love George Groves. Entrance, always in exciting fights. And in terms of him as a fighter, I think he's grown on me. I like to see fighters come through tough fights and make the improvements and make the changes and mature. That's what I love. So to get tonight, Groves should put it all together to become the champion, the champion of this tournament. It would be great to come back from the knockout defeat to Froch, the defeat to Balu Jack. So many disappointments, but he kept going. Groves. I mean, to get knocked out at Wembley in your hometown, you know what I mean? And to come back from that takes a lot of fortitude. Here comes the man. Here he comes. George Groves. Always when he walks the ring, walks like a man that's about business. Here he comes. That walk. Just a shame I can't play the ring tune, which is the Saint. Love his ring walk. Sorry. Keep saying it. I hope he's got confidence. He's got the one arm in the air, lofted, acknowledging the crowd, nods his head. I'm still looking for things, body language, see whether his shoulder, about his shoulder. I really do. If he's going to be able to throw the jab and throw it with confidence. So here we go. The lights are down and then they're up. Both guys are standing on the pedestals. Or like stands. The light shines on both fighters. At one point, if you remember this tournament, there was always the possibility that Eubank Jr. would have been fighting Callum Smith in the final. And people, including myself, were not happy about that. Thank goodness we didn't have that. Comes Groves, walking to the ring. Smith still waiting. Up comes Smith into the ring. He comes, pops into the ring. And George Groves waits and in he steps into the ring. There we go. We have a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Again, don't forget to check out new boxing gaming development, Round for Round Boxing. If you're a boxing fan, check it out. www.roundforroundboxing.com. www.roundforroundboxing.com. Also, check out BWTM Online. Check us out on Facebook, BWTM Online. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and of course, check us out on YouTube, not just this channel, which is a sports channel. Check us out and subscribe to BWTM Online YouTube channel. I think the Saudis might be some sort of national anthem. I think that's the only thing I think, because they're putting their hands on their chest. So I can only assume that's in a national anthem being played here. There certainly isn't the national anthem of Great Britain, that's for sure. Groves just talking to Callum Smith, saying a prayer. Say a little prayer for you forever and ever. Yeah, well, he's on his knees saying a little prayer there, Callum Smith. Well, George Groves is up. If I'm Smith, if I'm Groves, I got right center of the ring. Oh, the national anthem of the UK, it seems. See Eddie Hearn there with a hand on his chest. He must be singing the national anthem for the UK now. Smith has got his back to Groves. Groves looking for all the eye contact possible to Smith. If I'm Groves, I race over to that first round, land the first jab as quick as I can, and go to work on Smith. Don't even give him a chance to get out of first gear. Don't even give him a chance. Just be on him like a harper shark. Work the body, bring the uppercuts upstairs like a madman, all over him. The other thing Smith does as well, which is a very bad habit, he drops that left hand. When he throws a jab, he drops it. So there's a gap for the right hand to come over the top. So we're looking to see Groves capitalize on that as well. But I do expect a fast start from George Groves. So judges, Oliver Bryan, Jan Christensen, and Mario Di Fiore. And he's from Germany, Denmark, and USA. No British judges. And the referee is Louis Pabon. Name sounds familiar. Looks like a familiar referee as well. Okay. For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. Of course, it's not Michael Buffer, but you know how it goes. Okay, we're going to go first in the red corner. From Liverpool, 28 years old, 24 fights, 24 wins with 17 KOs. Callum Mundo Smith. Eddie, I'm sure, would love to see Smith beat Groves tonight. And Groves loves fighting Eddie Hearn fighters. I'm sure he wants to prove a point here. We would love nothing better than to beat Callum Smith tonight, that's for sure. Just George Groves has got extra momentum tonight. He's got Eddie looking at Eddie Hearn. He's got Callum Smith there, so he probably gets three for the price of one: Smith, Gallagher, and Eddie. 3 for the price of one. As you know, that Groves' history, and here he is, the champion. 30 years old from Hammersmith. Again, I'd love to know what they're weighing tonight. 31 fights, 28 wins, 20 by KO, 3 losses. 2 to Calf Roch and 1 to Badu Jack. He is the WBA super middleweight champion of the world, George the Saint Groves. Groves looks extremely confident. Callum Smith again is not engaged with Smith. Smith has not looked at Groves once. He's not looked at Smith. He's not looked at Groves once. He had his back to Groves at the beginning. He didn't look at Groves in the eyes when he did the face-off. So here we go. Groves at all times is trying to make contact with Smith. Eye contact. But is that all going to matter? Is Groves past it? Is Smith the real McCoy? Or is he a hype job like many are saying in the fight game? Here we go. This is round 1. And straight away, Smith is in the center of the ring. And Groves is centering just a little bit away from the ropes. Standing his ground, Groves there. Smith out with the jab, looking to push the jab out. If I'm Groves, I'm looking to throw the right hand over the top of Smith's left jab to stop him throwing the left jab. Both looking at one another. Groves with the typical double jab there from Groves. left hand low as always. The danger with that is the right hand that could come over the top from Smith. Likewise, Smith likes to drop the left jab. So Groves can throw the right hand over the top. Jab from Groves, early landing on Smith. Cannot allow Callum Smith to dictate with that jab, that's for sure. Jab to the body from Groves. Groves up and down. Jab to the body from Groves. He's landing the jab at the moment, Groves. Right hand there from Smith. Groves has just got to be careful of the right hand, straight right hand of Smith. The jab from Groves is landing early. This new version of Groves, or this version he's got now, is not moving as much. Just little half a step back all the time now from him. We'll need a little bit more than that because of Smith's reach. Double jab there. Good jab there from Groves there. Oh, Smith with a straight right hand there on Groves. Jab from Groves. Nice shot inside there. As Smith tried to get inside and throw a shot. Groves threw a sort of half an uppercut. Double jab from Groves. Nice body shot there from Groves there. Smith tried to land his own. Groves ducked under the jab and whipped his right hand underneath. Nice little body shot. Jab from Groves. Groves using plenty of feints, using the jab to close the distance, and then backing up every so often. He's just backing out of range of the Smith jab, just an inch, slightly half an inch away. He's got to be careful though, Groves, when he does come forward with the jab. The right hand over the top is going to be a problem. End of the first round. Okay, Smith now. The way Groves is boxing at this minute in time, he leaves himself vulnerable to Callum Smith's right hand. What he's got to be careful of, he's got to keep both hands up when he's engaging close with Smith, because what Smith is doing, where Groves' left hand is low. Remember how he got knocked out by Carl Froch? The right hand over the top is a problem I'm seeing for George Groves. He doesn't want to get buzzed by a right hand because he's got his hand low. That's how he got knocked out by Carl Froch. So he's got to be careful of that straight right hand over the top because of the height as well. He's just got to be careful of that right hand. Smith boxed okay behind the jab. I felt that the double jab was used very nicely. Assistant in the corner, Russ Anbar. Who's also in the corner of Deontay Wilder, Russ Anbar. I think it's rival boxing Russ Anbar has. This is round 2. Just got to be careful of that right hand there of Callum Smith for George Groves. Got to be careful of that. This is round 2 now. Jab from Groves. One thing, when you plant your feet like Groves does, wide stance, it's difficult for you to get out of the way punches. Nice jab there. See now, Groves is landing the jab nicely on Callum Smith. But Smith is now bringing that right hand over the top after Groves throws the jab. Again, Groves using the jab. That's it. Now, Callum Smith tried to throw a right hand there, and Smith just ducked. Groves pulled away from it. Nice jab. Double jab there from Groves. He's now got his right hand up by his chin to block the straight right there. That's good. Both hands are up now. So Groves has seen that, and they've made the adjustment of the straight right hand. Just got to be careful that left hand when it drops though. Jab there from Groves. Got the right hand over the top there from Smith again. It'll be interesting to see how physically strong Smith is on the inside. That's going to be key. Groves is not rushing in. He's using the feints to get inside by using the left hand low to try and bring Smith in and then land his own shot. To the body there from Groves. Short body shot. Again, the right hand of Callum Smith is landing on George Groves. He has to make the adjustment. Block the right hand there. Good stuff there from Groves. He's got the hands up for that right hand. That's good stuff. Nice jab there from Groves. Over the top of Smith. Nice jab. He's allowing Smith to get on the front foot, which is dangerous. I don't want for Groves. You don't want him on the. You don't want for Smith. You don't want him on the front foot. You want him on the back foot. Right hand there from Smith. Then Groves fires back with two. I don't like the way Groves is fighting this fight at the moment. Smith is doing well. Right hand there from Groves for the first time. Good right hand there from Groves. Now Smith is getting closer to the danger zone there of Groves' right hand. If Callum Smith stays at this distance, he's boxing well at the moment. End of the round. That was a better round for Smith there. Better round for Smith. It's nice to see Gallagher's got Russ Amber in the corner there as an assistant. Very key points here. Smith was able to see again. He can't. Groves cannot allow Smith to get on the front foot. I said that at the beginning of this fight. He needs to allow. He's got to put Smith on to win this fight. He's got to put Smith on the back foot because which Smith generates all his power on the front foot moving forward. Smith is not as effective on the back foot. If you allow Smith to dominate or take control of a fight and take center ring, that's where Smith is good. You've got to push Smith onto the back foot and put pressure on Smith. But at the moment, Smith is doing well in this fight. Groves got to put it on Smith. He's got to make it into a doghouse fight. He's got to push Smith back if he can. This is round 3. So Groves he's got his feet far apart, but he's squatting, so he's conceded at least 2 inches there in height. Why that would be, I'm not so sure. So I think Groves stands at 5'11". The way he's boxing at the moment, it's probably got him down to about 5'10" or 5'9". Good jab there from Groves. Really rocked Smith's head back as Smith tried to put a combination together. Nice ramrod jab there. Double jab from Groves. I'd like to see Groves bring his feet slightly closer together. Double jab from Groves again. I'm just unhappy with Groves. The left hand being so low and Callum Smith's right hand over the top. It's still a danger there. And the fact he's allowing Callum Smith to get into a rhythm. If the fight stays like this, there's a good chance Smith can win this. Tactics. Okay, nice jab, right hand there from Groves. Landed a good right hand, that was good. He backs Smith up there. There's a jab, and he's back Smith. Smith backs up now. Right hand again from Groves. Oh, that one hurt Groves. A right hand hurt Groves there. A right hand from Smith hurt Groves. But here we go. We got a war now because Smith is coming forward, doubling up on Groves, and Groves digs back. I think Groves Smith was hurt there, and then Groves got hurt himself. Wow, that exploded quickly. Groves was buzzed, and so was Smith. And Groves just fired back. So Smith has showed he can hurt Groves, and Groves has showed he can. There's a right hand there from Groves. And oh, good shot there from Groves back. And Smith there on the attack. Whoa. It suddenly exploded out of nothing. Groves started it. Smith responded. Right hand from Groves there. Looks a bit ragged. Don't think he's completely shaken off the effects of the Groves, of the Smith right hand. That right hand is a problem for Groves. He did hurt Smith there, but Smith fought back. You cannot fight with your back against the ropes against Callum Smith. You're in trouble if you do that. You've got to be on your front foot. Groves cannot win his fight off the back foot unless Smith walks into something stupid. He's got to be on the front foot. That's where Smith generates all his power. Or he counters. If he's going to go off the back foot, he's going to have to counter Smith coming in with the right hand. Groves Smith with a big right hand at the end of the round. Wow. That round just suddenly exploded. Groves started it, landed a nice right hand on Smith. Smith looked like he was hurt. Groves went in for him, and then Smith exploded with a combination. Hit him with a right hand, the same right hand I said to be careful of. Watch it again. He gets buzzed with a right hand there, Groves. Because he was walking in, and then he was spotted. He gets hit with a body shot, tucks up against the ropes, and then fires with 2 to the body. Let's watch it again. There's that right hand. And why did Groves get buckled by that? Because he was on the end of the right hand as he was coming forward. Smith's got power for sure. Groves can't afford to be getting buckled by shots like that. He's got to make adjustments. This is where he's got to bring his legs closer together. And he's got to double up the jab. And he's got to make Smith fight. That's the way he beats Smith. Let Smith fight off the back foot, then Smith won't generate the power that he's generating. Got to make Smith feel uncomfortable throwing the jab. As for Smith, he's boxed beautifully so far. I'm surprised at these tactics from George Groves at the moment, but got to give Callum Smith credit at the moment for what he's doing. Right hand over the top again. Listen, I'm telling you what, Smith has got a very good chance of knocking George Groves out here at this point in time. Telling you. Groves is feeling the power of Callum Smith. I'm telling you now. Groves has got to do something different. He's got to use that experience as a champion and use that experience to put it together now. He's got to start making Callum miss with that jab and countering with instead. He's got to turn counter puncher here, George Groves. Instead of trying to lead, he's got to start countering. Let Callum Smith throw the jab and counter over the top. Because at the moment, he's allowed Smith to do exactly what he wants. That's better from Groves. Groves back against the ropes. Doesn't want to be there. Nice body shot there. Picked beautifully there from Groves. That was a nice shot there. Push Callum Smith back. That's what you got to do. For Callum Smith, make sure your back's not touching ropes. Keeps George Groves in the center of the ring. Nice jab there from Groves. Double jab. 1 to the body, 1 to there from Groves. Groves trying to throw a right hand, left hook, the right hand there. Callum Smith smart. Blocks, tucks up. Jab from Smith, from Groves. 2 jabs. Smith has no answer for it. Nice hard jab again there from Groves. That's it. Groves slipped the right hand of Smith, slipped inside. Didn't do anything for it though. Groves slightly, it looks like Groves is slightly stepping up a gear here. Doubling up the jab. Whether he's warming up into the fight or he's slipping gears. Just got to be careful though, Groves. End of the round. Russ Ammer spraying water over on Callum Smith as he comes right to the corner. Let's watch his round again. Right hand there from Callum Smith there, landing clean on the button on George Groves' chin. See, that's where Smith is dangerous. Double jab right hand. In fact, I haven't seen Groves throw a double jab right hand yet. There's his jab there. I like to see Groves turn that jab, one of those jabs, into a left hook. Credit to Smith, he's boxing like a big man. He's using the jab, he's using his reach, he's using the right hand, he's using the tools that he's got. He's using the tools that he's got. And George Groves is allowing him to use those tools. At some point, Groves has got to force Smith onto the back foot. This is round 5 of 12. But there were signs in that last round where Groves looked like he was stepping up the tempo or starting to find his feet in the fight. Again, now throws the jabs, Groves, and then Smith tries to throw his own combination, and Groves is able to slip out or slip under the shots. Interesting. There we go. Smith walking, Groves back to the ropes. Groves reaching for the 1-2. Right hand round the corner there from Groves. Again, straight right hand there from Groves. Smith walking him to the ropes. Walking him to the ropes. And right hand there. That's where Groves doesn't want to be. He's back against ropes against Callum Smith. That's where Callum Smith's dangerous. Gets you against the ropes and lands them wicked body shots on you. So stay off them ropes against Callum Smith. Take center of the ring and push him back. A lot more feints from Groves. He's got to put something nice behind them jabs now. Nice side on there from Groves. It turns itself more side on. Missed with the right hand. Smith. Nothing much happening. Lots of feinting here from Groves. Right hand there. Clean there from Smith there. To be fair, every time Smith wants to land that right hand, he's landed it cleanly. And Groves has not really had an answer for it for most of the time. Good jab there. Rocked Smith's head back. The jab there, Groves. Right hand there from Groves now. Oh, try the right hand there to hurt Groves there, but then Groves whipped back with a right hand to the body. They're trading again. Here goes Groves. And down goes Smith, but it's a slip. No knockdown, just a slip. Both guys' feet got entangled while they were trading. Lewis Pabon brings them together. And on they go. End of the round. They're spraying water to him every time when Smith goes back to cause spraying water on him. Interesting. Let's watch it again. Smith with Groves against the ropes. Groves looking for the body. Bang! There you go. So looking for the body. That's it. One of the things that Callum Smith does, though, when he gets you against the ropes, he does leave the body open. Nice jab there. You can see there the feet get tied up. So that seems the strategy of Groves when he's backed up against the ropes and Callum Smith comes forward, whack him to the body. At the moment, Richie Woodall has to fight dead even for Smith and Groves. This is round 5. What's the strategy going to be like now for round 5? I said I thought Groves could win this fight inside 6, so we'll see. But I didn't think he'd be fighting like this. Smith has stopped that momentum that Groves had coming forward real quickly. Okay, Groves tries the right hand there. This is round 6, by the way. This is round I thought Groves would stop Smith, but here we go. Groves shooting a right hand to the body. Jab from Groves. Callum just patiently waiting, and Smith and Groves just waiting for Callum to make to do something. So Groves throws a straight right hand to the body. Catches the right hand from Callum Smith. Back into the ropes, Groves. Dangerous place to be against Callum Smith. There you go. Groves missed the right hand. Groves slipped at Callum Smith's right hand there. He's starting to time Smith's right hand better now. Okay. Now Groves is against the ropes against Callum Smith. He doesn't want to be against the ropes against Callum Smith. And whacks 2 to the body. And Groves pushes him away. Groves does not want to be against the ropes against Callum Smith. It's not a place you voluntarily go against Callum Smith. I don't know if they've watched Callum Smith box before, because all the strategy here that Groves is putting by McGuigan and Groves, it's like they haven't seen Callum Smith box before, because they're doing all the things that you don't do against Callum Smith. You don't sit against the ropes against Callum Smith. You certainly don't give him openings for the right hand, and you don't voluntarily back yourself against the ropes against a guy who likes to fight against the ropes and whack his body shots in. Jab from Groves. 1 jab, 2 jab, 3 jab. Now a right hand. I've not seen Groves throw the left hook yet. Right hand there from Groves. I'm not seeing a left hook from Groves. Right hand again from Groves. I'm not seeing a left hook yet. Groves, was he buzzed by that? Right hand to the body. Then digs another right hand. And here comes Callum Smith. I think the crowd thought that Groves was buzzed there. Here comes Smith again, coming forward. Right hand. Groves missing with a right hand to the body. Wild right hand to the body. Doubles up the jab, Groves. I think he was hurt again by Smith's right hand. Groves with the jab again. Jab to body, jab to head. Jab to body, jab to head. Then a body shot inside. Hard body shot inside of Callum Smith by Groves. End of the round. One thing we do know about Groves previously is that he's had issues with stamina. But he's shown against Eubank, he showed stamina there in a high-paced fight. And against, for the title, he showed great stamina there as well. So we'll see. Let's see again this round. Right hand over the top yet again. When you're not addressing these issues, like he's been hit with a right hand from round 1, the same straight right hand. Nice little shot round the earmuffs guard of Callum Smith. Round the corner there, right hand there. Smith took that quite nicely. He's allowed Smith to work on the inside. Nice body shot there from Groves. I don't know. This is round 7. At the moment, this fight is all for Callum Smith to lose. To me, Groves' strategy has been all wrong so far. Good right hand there from Groves as he comes out for round 7. He's got to do something. He's got to change up now. He's got to do something different against Smith. This jab lock ain't working no more against Smith. He's got to do something different. Right hand there. Groves come out with a... I don't know if Groves was buzzed again. Groves against the ropes. Tucking up. Then counters off the ropes with a straight left. His legs don't look right for me, Groves. Right hand over the top there from Smith there. Groves doesn't look right. Try the left hand and down goes Smith. But again, I think it's because the feet have been tied up again. For the second time, Smith's gone down, but it's been because of footage with both guys. Groves trying to put some power in these shots, but they don't look like calculated shots. They look like he's now stepping in with the right hand. But Groves, they're not calculated shots from Groves. They're not planned shots. He's just like winging them in. Like he's trying to wing this. That's what it seems like. Wing it. Like there's no sort of calculate what he's doing here. just throwing the right hand wildly. His idea is when Smith throws a shot, a jab, he's just going downstairs to the body, which is the idea. He's got more. He's hitting. Oh, great shot there! Fantastic shot by Smith. And Groves is hurt, badly hurt. He made a mistake, and Smith is making him pay for it. And Groves is against the ropes there, taking an awful beat, and down goes Groves. Down goes Groves. Oh dear. He's saying no. He's saying no to. It's over. Callum Smith has just knocked out George Groves. Strategy was all wrong. Absolutely all wrong. What was George Groves doing in there? I don't know what strategy was in there. Fantastic win for Callum Smith. It's like they did. He looked like he was going for broken that round anyway. Congratulations, Callum Smith. Congratulations. But what was it tactically was completely inept. Smith did all the things. Groves did all the things you shouldn't be doing against Callum Smith. He was fighting against the rope. His back was against all the things you don't do against Callum Smith. George Groves was doing. You've got to give Callum Smith credit. You can't knock Callum Smith. He did exactly what he wanted to do. He used the jab. He fought like the bigger man. He used the jab. He used the right hand. He used the right hand under over Callum, George Groves' lower held guard. I said when George Groves was landing all these big shots, that it looked to me like he didn't know he was gambling. And look, got caught with a short left hook inside. And there we go. Scrambled his brains and he never come back from it. Never recovered. And then when Groves went down, he looked his corner and told him, get up. He wouldn't get up. Just didn't look right, George Groves. Did not look right. Got hit on the top of the head. Tried to fight back, but he was done with, to be honest. He was done with. Watch it again. He's coming inside, bang, left hook. Beautiful shot from Smith there. Great performance from Smith. He's a good finisher. You just don't fight. All the things. I mean, I don't know what Shane McGuigan and George Groves were watching. I don't know what they're doing. At no point in time does see George Groves attempting to put Smith on the back foot. And when he came out for that round, like I said, he was just throwing. His shots were just. He was throwing, winging it. Quite literally winging it. Bang. Lovely shot. Counter. And you can see the effect straight away. Look at it. Oh dear. Congratulations. Got to give Callum Smith full credit. Well, George Groves, what were you doing in there? What were you doing? What was it? Was it the shoulder? Were you not fit enough? Just did not look right. I called it. I said to him, Groves' legs don't look right. He doesn't look right in there. Beautiful shot to finish it. Great finish. Great finish. Great finish. Well done, Callum Smith. Well done, Callum Smith. Well done. You can't fight who's put in front of you, but they fought George Groves. This was his moment to prove himself. I've still got many questions about Callum Smith, and they weren't answered tonight, apart from the fact that he rose to the occasion. And you can't knock what he's done tonight. Tremendous performance from Callum Smith. Take my hat off to you, Callum Smith. You've done well tonight. George Groves, what were you doing? You and Shane McGuigan have to take a serious look in the mirror, because where was the strategy? What was the tactics? What was the game plan? What were you trying to do with Smith? The double jab was working great, but I never saw you throw the double jab and throw the left hook. Smith was just doing what he does round after round after round. So fair play to Callum Smith. Oh my word. This was the opportunity for George Groves to put it all together. And he just didn't. Now, I don't know how much the injury had anything to do with it. I don't want to make excuses for George Groves now. But what was the strategy? Oh my lord. What was that? I have no idea, people. I'm just seeing your chats come through now. So it's a bit slow, but it's your chats are coming through now. But well done. Well done. But it's speeding up now. I'm just going through the comments now. So I'm watching the comments come through now. Yeah, people are now saying, wow, 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 wow. Groves should retire. Fair play. Groves was out on his feet. Body shots were doing well for Groves, though. Has Shane McGuigan been exposed? I don't know. That was a retirement performance. Ingram, remember a year ago I read out Booker's prediction that Smith would win? Yeah. That's the question you got to ask yourself. Whether he rushed himself back. Fair play. You cannot knock Callum Smith. You could say what you want to George Groves and the injury, but ultimately, I mean, even if Groves had that, his shoulder was okay, and he was able to throw the left hook, I still think Smith would have beat him. I still think so. Fair play, Callum Smith did well. I just don't think Groves. I don't know. Groves with the shoulder wouldn't have made much of a difference. I don't know, because that right hand, he was not blocking the right hand, and that counter that he was Groves would have thrown that right hand. He still would have got counter with that left hook. So no excuses there. Fair play. George Groves fought the wrong fight. Callum Smith fought the right fight. And you can't say no more than that. To be fair, the Chris Eubank fight took a lot out of him. It probably did. But wow. His tactics were all wrong for that fight. I'm sorry. I hate to be. It's just tactics were wrong. It's like Groves looked like he'd just come out. It was just in the audience, and someone said to Groves, "Hey mate, look, there's a final, and there's a guy called George Groves who's about to turn up, but he's not turned up tonight. Can you turn up instead? Can you box instead?" Like Groves, yeah, I'll have a go, and he's got in the ring and boxed Callum Smith. It's like he didn't. I mean, how long have you been watching Callum Smith fight? You know how Callum Smith fight. In fact, guys like Scotland and Nicky Holzken fought better against Callum Smith than George Groves did. I don't care if George Groves gets a rematch. He don't beat Callum Smith. I'm sorry. He doesn't beat Callum Smith. Is Callum Smith the best middleweight in the world? No, I don't know about that bit. But I know he's good enough to beat George Groves. That tonight will probably be the passing of the torch. Callum Smith, the UK's number one. Now, I wouldn't mind. I'd rather see Callum Smith against James DeGale now. He'll hold the belt longer than Groves did. He probably will as well. No, I don't think he needs a rematch. I don't think he should have a rematch. Well, what's he going to do differently? I just don't see what he's going to do. I think tactically, it was just terrible. Absolutely terrible. Terrible. But spot on from Callum Smith. Absolutely spot on. And I don't think a shoulder injury made a difference. Listen, fair play to Callum Smith. You know, Groves didn't do what he needed to do tonight, but that's not Groves' fault. When he came out for that round, and he started swinging punches that weren't calculated. They were desperate. They were swings of a desperate man. So he knew something weren't right. Groves knew something wasn't right because the way he came out throwing in punches was like a guy who was going hell for leather. And you know what? Joe Gallagher, he's got it spot on tonight, isn't he? He's got it spot on. They didn't fight the Durrells of the world. They didn't fight Ramirez. They didn't fight Jagale. They waited. They somehow the other got past Jürgen Bremer. Don't ask me what happened at Jürgen Bremer fight. And then now they are champion. So this guy, Joe Gallagher, has got a world champion in and the winner of the World Boxing Super Series. So shout out to Callum Smith. But we didn't really see Smith put under any sort of pressure, really. And what I did see from Smith, when he did get rocked, he fired back. You know what? Yeah, Uztaki is a different situation altogether. That is how you take the belts away from a champion, indeed. Smith ripped the titles away from Groves. He should have let Chris Eubank fight the finale and he would have kept the WBA. He's big at the weight and he has youth from improving. He never wobbled, just kept coming forward. He did get hurt with a shot. That's why Groves came racing in. But that's when Groves came racing in, that's when Smith opened up at him. But if you look at Smith, for the majority of that fight, Smith was on the front foot. I think I did in my pre-fight prediction, you cannot allow Callum Smith to get onto the front foot. You let Smith fight off the front foot, and you know what's going to happen to you. So, oh dear. George Groves, like I said, you and Shane McGuigan have to have a serious look in the mirror because that was not good. Right, I think that's about it from us. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, leave your comments. As always, this has been BWTM Sports, bringing you Groves versus Smith. Groves is the new champion. And don't forget to check out our show, Round for Round Boxing. Round for Round Boxing, www.roundforroundboxing.com. BWTM Sports, the official channel for all things Round for Round Boxing. The new boxing game coming out on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Check us out. Out BWTM, www.bwtm.com. Thanks. We appreciate you. Good night.